Hello.
Hello, hello. こんにちは。
聞こえますか?
元気?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Have you been to Japan?
Yeah, but that was way back 2000, year 2000.
I see. And you are studying Japanese?
Well, for now, I'm studying by myself.
どうやって教えて、どうやって日本語を勉強しています？
いや、自分で勉強してるんだっけ？本読んだりとか、いろんな YouTube を見たりとか。That's
上
how
手。
I actually.
漢字は読めますか？
漢字は少しだけ。簡単な漢字だけ。
じゃあどうやって
However, I can read ひらがな。
カタカナ？
ひらがな大丈夫です。カタカナはちょっとぐらいです。
なぜ日本語を勉強しますか？
It is because since I've lived in Japan.
You lived?
Before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then, however, I have been teaching already to Japanese students for 12 years. Yeah, so I needed this Japanese language to be able to communicate, especially for the junior high school students. So I needed to make them feel comfortable because not all of them feels comfortable speaking in English.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? Can you tell me more about yourself?
I used to be a language teacher in Japan.
Elementary, high school, or college students?
Adults only.
Adults only. So is it a one-on-one?
Used to be. One-on-one.
One-on-one. How about now?
Not anymore. I realized that language cannot be taught.
Why?
Do you think that language can be taught?
I agree with you. It cannot be taught, but it can be learned.
Can be learned. That's different, right?
Yes.
Can
Definitely.
be learned means さっき言った自分で日本語を勉強していますね。
Yes.
Can be learned, yes.
In my opinion, no matter how much you teach someone, if they lack motivation and they are not interested of something, it can't be helped. Even if you do all your best to teach them, they might not be probably understand you that much. However, if a person is motivated and he or she has the eagerness to learn something, to do what he believes in, well, I guess no matter what it takes, he will learn it by himself or herself.
Exactly. Of course, when we talk about adults, children are different. Children, they do need motivation, they do need encouragement. But yes, you and I, we are talking about adults.
Yes.
Reason, what was it? The word escaped me. Sensible people, thinking people.
Yes.
Adults.
Yeah.
Yes. They shouldn't need a teacher.
Definitely.
And if they lack the motivation, then in my opinion, they should do something else.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
not the teacher's job to motivate adults. Again, we are talking about adults, right?
Yeah.
It's very strange for an adult to wait for a teacher to get motivation. It doesn't make sense. Do you agree?
Yes.
The thing is, but there is another different point because this thing applies not just to language, but to any other type of teaching.
I agree.
Yeah, but language is extra special. In my opinion, language is a tool for getting knowledge.
Yes.
Okay? for most people, language is a tool for speaking. I strongly disagree. I think language is a tool for getting knowledge, getting information.
Yes.
And there is no knowledge, no information in a language classroom.
Definitely.
Vocabulary and grammar are not knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
When I say knowledge, I mean, what do you think I mean?
It is what you need to learn, or those are things that you needed something to help you improve your personality.
Exactly. Knowledge, proper knowledge. Vocabulary and grammar are not knowledge. So my question to you is, what's the point of platforms like this one? What's the point of schools like this one?
Well, for me, in my opinion, since we are teaching Japanese students and we all know not all Japanese people can really speak English, and they are this shy type people. So most of them are introvert. So I guess they needed this online classes, especially for those who are introvert, because
But this
they
is fake.
couldn't
I do
hardly.
no. This is fake. This is not real. They are paying to talk. This is not real. This doesn't help.
No, what I mean is, let me finish first. Is
Okay,
that
sorry.
okay? So, since most of the Japanese people are introvert, they couldn't express themselves, especially when they talk to foreign people. So I guess they needed to start, they need a step on how to start to improve their speaking skills. And one more thing, I'm referring to, wait a moment, let me finish first. I'm referring to junior high school students, especially most of the junior students that I've handled. I have observed that they think too much of their mistakes. They don't want to speak. Not unless not unless I talk to them and communicate with them in their language. That's the only time they open their mouth. So, what in my opinion, they seems to lack communication to foreign people.
Disagree. Language is a tool for acquiring knowledge. Japanese people acquire knowledge in Japanese. 99.999% of the things they're interested in, the knowledge they're interested in, the information they're interested in is in Japanese. Speaking is a byproduct of acquiring knowledge. Speaking is like a bonus. The reason they cannot speak is because they don't acquire knowledge, information in English. The reason you guys, people in the Philippines, can speak English is because you learn all school subjects in English. Most school subjects in English, right?
Yeah.
Middle
Yes.
school, high school, college. It's not the case in Bulgaria. It's not the case in Japan. Everything they learn is in Japanese. Plus, as you know very well, Japan produces entertainment. Japanese
Yes.
kids, high schoolers, preschoolers, they love Japanese manga, Japanese anime, Japanese games.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why they cannot speak. You cannot consume information in one language and they try to speak in another language. It doesn't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
The languages have to match. Language is a tool for acquiring knowledge. Speaking is a byproduct. Speaking is like side effect. That's why it's not the shyness. They might appear shy because there's nothing to say. Because everything here is in Japanese. I'm not saying this as being bad. Okay, this is the fact.
Yeah.
Okay, so this myth, the Japanese people are shy, that's why they can't speak. It's not true. Japanese people are not shy. You don't build the third biggest economy in the world on shyness. This is an economic powerhouse. It's not built on shy people. Japanese people are normal people. but the reason they can't speak is because they consume all that information in Japanese, because there is plenty of
They
it.
just focus on their native language.
Because there is a lot of good quality information in Japanese. Plus, as I just said, entertainment. This is huge for children, as you know very well. Children in the Philippines consume entertainment in English, I assume, right?
Yes.
That's why there is no shyness. There is no them being timid and that kind of stuff. No. There's nothing here in English. Because everything they like is in Japanese. That's why, there's nothing there. Nothing there in English. And that's, I'm not saying something being, negative or,
Okay.
This is the fact. My question again is, what's the point of platforms like this one?
Well, for us.
For them. I'm not just talking about Japanese. I'm talking about language learners in general. I'm not only asking about learners of English. Learners of Spanish, learners of Italian. What's the point of language classrooms? What's the point of online speaking schools? That's my question. Because I think there is no point.
I guess this is something that you can also help support some of the Japanese students to acquire knowledge.
But there is no knowledge on platforms like this one. There is nobody goes on platforms like this one to get information about marketing, get information about history, get knowledge about business. No. People go on platforms like this one to practice their speaking. And in my opinion, practice speaking makes no sense because speaking is a byproduct of knowledge acquisition.
That's why I keep telling them that they should not just focus on learning English by just reading textbook here in Sankei. Sometimes I do encourage them to communicate with me in a free talking. So it is that way they could improve their speaking skills. They could express their ideas.
They can't express their ideas because their ideas are in Japanese here. It's like, I give this example. It's like, imagine you've played the piano all your life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So you have a lot of songs in your head. For example, Let It Be by the Beatles. Okay? And suddenly I tell you, play the song on the guitar.
Uh-huh.
You have the song, you have the melody, but you can't play it on another instrument. You've learned this melody on the piano. So you can only play it on the piano.
Not in the guitar.
Sorry?
Yes, you learned that song in a piano, but not in the guitar.
Exactly.
Right?
So they get everything they know. All their ideas are based on the knowledge they've acquired in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't give those ideas in English. Doesn't work that way. Do you understand? It doesn't work that way. So what's the point of all this?
What do you think?
No point.
That's my opinion a while ago. And
one last question.
Uh-huh.
Do you know that on this platform, lessons with native speakers cost 10 times more than lessons with Filipino teachers? 10 to 13 times more. Do you know that?
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I have seen. I think it's quite unfair.
For me, as a learner, let's say I'm a learner, what difference would it make if you were a native or a non-native? What would be the difference for me, do you think?
They think native
No,
speakers...
you think, your opinion.
Okay, I think native speakers speak English fluently than we do.
But what's for me?
Than we do.
What's in it for me? What's the difference for me?
You can understand the native speakers more easily.
More easily. And for that, I'm going to pay 10 times more.
Well, I don't know, because not all people are the same.
For me, because I'll be able to understand them more easily, I'm going to pay a premium 10 times more.
And probably you think that they have a higher knowledge than we do since we are only Asian?
I can read books if I need knowledge. I can listen to podcasts if I need knowledge. That's what I told you. Nobody goes on platforms like this one to get knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody goes... Again, vocabulary and grammar are not knowledge. There's no reason why native speakers' lessons should be 10 times more. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. But anyway, thank you and good luck with your Japanese. Ganbatte ne?
はい、頑張ります。ありがとうね。Thank you so much,
お疲れ様。
Vlad.
お疲れ
Nice
様。
talking with you.
Bye bye. You have one life. Don't waste it.